participating in cancer research focusing on breast cancer and tumor dormancy and metastasis to bone. Some of the benefits that I see in the research that I'm participating in right now are increased knowledge about breast cancer in general, as well as tumor dormancy and breast cancer and bone. I first even considered participating in research because of my interest in going to medical school. I had heard that that would be really helpful to me in my pursuit of medicine. And then throughout school, I got more exposure to journal articles, and I was really inspired by how research basically it felt like a really effective way to address certain problems, and I wanted to understand the process more and get a kind of firsthand experience with it. I think that the research can impact the community because it can help to inform how breast cancer is approached clinically. It can help to inform the treatments that are used to address breast cancer, and also even in prevention of breast cancer, early detection of breast cancer, and the steps that are taken once someone is unfortunately diagnosed with breast cancer. The techniques and procedures that you use to kind of gain information about whatever question you're focusing on are based in science, and then your research question is also based in science. So I think it does help, but with that being said, I do think that there will be sort of a learning curve in anything that you go into, and so I wouldn't let a lack of confidence in that area prevent anyone from pursuing a research opportunity.
So I decided to be a research mentor for students because my first exposure to research was as a high school student in Metro Atlanta, and that was sort of a game changer for me. So kind of getting that early exposure to science and being in a real research lab, I had no idea what I was doing. It was probably very dangerous, and I learned a lot that summer, but it got me really excited about science. And from there forward, that was when I knew I wanted to ultimately go to graduate school and to do scientific research. So that was really pivotal for me. So I really enjoy mentoring students at all levels. We have students from high school all the way up through graduate level come through the lab, and I think it's really important for them to get that early exposure.
There are, statistics supporting the idea that there are disparities in the African American community. So I think there are definitely healthcare disparities affecting the African American community. One of the big roles that I think Tennessee State University can play in cancer health disparities in research is its role as an educational institution. I think that when it educates its students and it introduces them to opportunities to get involved in cancer research and involved in healthcare and cancer disparities, they take their communities with them into those opportunities, but then they also can go back to their communities with that increased skill set and that exposure, and that can help in multiple ways. So I would say that research opportunities are pretty abundant, especially if you come from underserved communities or underrepresented communities. There are research opportunities geared specifically towards people from those demographics. You can find research opportunities online just through a Google search. There are summer research opportunities that you can also find through a Google search, but you can also speak to your professors, department chairs, deans. Like the dean of the honors college has introduced me to different opportunities. Just reaching out to the people at your institution can be really helpful as well. Well, I think there are a lot of different kinds of opportunities and benefits that you can receive. I would say some of them are intrinsic, and then some of them are kind of external. For one, if you're in a program like I am, you can receive a stipend, financial compensation, and so I'm sure that's a motivator for a lot of people. But you also gain a lot of exposure and something to kind of list in your set of experiences to navigate to other opportunities, jobs, different careers, and then just all of the skills and all of the things that you're able to kind of build up in yourself through participation.